It will be one of the biggest challenges in Washington over the next few days, getting a $1 trillion infrastructure bill through the Senate. I talked with Senator Sinema, who is trying to drum up support to pass it in the Senate before it goes on to the House. Now, she told me she is already talking to members of the House. Now, this is a big deal because this is the largest influx of funding for infrastructure in decades. Now, on a national level, out of the $1 trillion, about $66 billion would go to the country's rail system. Another $73 billion would update the country's electric grid. Here locally, the senator says once the deal is signed by the president, the money will go out immediately to Arizona. One example she gave, a huge influx of funding for airports, not just Sky Harbor or in Tucson. She said smaller airports like Prescott will get that money. I asked the senator why she decided to personally take on infrastructure and then lead the group.
You know, for 30 years, Democrats and Republicans have been talking about how important it is for us to focus on infrastructure in our nation. And as we see this growing threat from China at a global level, we're behind the 8 ball. Like, we've got crumbling infrastructure all across our country. And in order for us to be globally competitive, we need to catch up. And we need to be leaders. And if for 30 years people were talking about it and never getting it done, felt like it was a good time to tackle it. And this is an area where we can work together.